bird races. So how'd she end up at Collegewood? So far from her home. Well, it turns out she had been in a bird race on Sunday, and it started all the way in Tucson, Arizona. That's almost 500 miles away. If you drove there in a car, you would have to drive for 7 hours. And she flew all that way in a race. But she accidentally flew past her home in Riverside, and she ended up at Collegewood. So the pigeon was at our school all day Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, eating and eating. We saw her for a little time on Thursday morning, and then she was gone. Later on that day, Mr. Cangarella called Collegewood to tell us that the pigeon had flown home. She had to fly 30 miles from here to get back home. That's like you driving all the way down to Huntington Pier. Mr. Cangarella said that she clocked in at 12:32, and he was very happy to have her back home. He was so thankful that we tried to take care of her that he named her Collegewood. Mr. Cangarella thinks Collegewood the pigeon probably needed a few days to rest and eat at our school before she was strong enough to fly back home. But she made it back home. She didn't give up, and you know what? 3 weeks later, she flew in another race that was 300 miles long. So it made us think. Sometimes each of us can end up not reaching our goal. Kind of like Collegewood. Her goal was to get home. But if we make a plan, we do the things we need to do, and we don't give up, we can still reach our goal. Exactly like the pigeon named Collegewood.
Okay, here's what's going to happen right now. Mrs. Garrett, because she has been kind of that person that's taken care of Collegewood and made sure that he got the bird seed, and her class really worked at keeping her safe and sound. Mrs. Garrett is going to do something very special right now. I want you to watch exactly what she does. Watch. Ready? Let's count silently. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Where do you think she's going? Home. If you got caught being good today, I'd like you to come on up. If you got caught being good, Mr. Cougar and Miss Sharon chose you as a caught being good. Come on up. We should have 6 people. Miss Sharon, you've got Sophia. Who else? Who got caught being good that's not here? Audie? Okay. Okay. All right. Each of our caught being good citizens are going to get to release a homing pigeon, a racing pigeon. So these pigeons are going to be flying all the way back to Riverside, 30 miles away from here to Riverside. And they're going to go to the home of our pigeon trainer here. I don't know if they're going to race. The white ones are not the racing ones, if I understand, right? Yeah. He said they do race sometimes, but he doesn't use the white ones for that. Okay, are you ready? We're gonna cue them. Are you ready? On the count of 3, we're gonna do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Isn't that cool? Look how they fly together. Isn't that neat?
Hey, it's like in the front formation.
And now what do you think they're going to do? Tell your neighbor. Ready? Go. Say goodbye, wave goodbye. And there they go.
Boys and girls, if you can hear me clap once, if you can hear me clap twice, can we